Hi, welcome to this series of learning Python programming. In this video, I'm going to talk each and every aspect of a string in Python. So please watch this video at the end. You will feel much confident in Python string concept. Okay, so let's start. So let's go to the editor and see the programming. The first one is how to define a string with single quote. Like if you type a string with single quote, the result will be hello, and same if you type the string with double quote, the result will be same. There is no difference at all between the results. Either you can use single quote or double quote. But the problem is that when you are using single quote in your string, suppose if you want to print don't, but if you hit enter, the don't will be printed, not don't. But if you want to print your string with single quote, see the result. Invalid syntax. The Python interpreter give error because this is invalid syntax. So avoid this type of casualty. We use either escape symbol, that is backslash, or either use double quote, or in double quote you can directly use single quote. That's fine, it's working. But in that case, in single quote, then in between both, either interchangeably use single quote. In single quote you can write double quote, or in double quotes you can write single quote. Let's move through the next slide. If you want to add a line between your results, like suppose there is one string you have to print that is of multiple lines, it may be 5, 10, 20,000, whatever it line may be. So in that case it's not possible to write all the strings in same line. So in that case you can use \n for producing new line. Okay, for that you can directly embed /n in anywhere the given string, either with single quote or double quote. There is no problem. There is no problem at all. You can use anywhere. Similarly, there is another concept in a string is called raw string by adding an r in lowercase. That means suppose Python interpreter by default execute your code according to the protocol or semantics given by the language. Like if you don't include anything in print statement, by default /line is added and the cursor automatically will go to the next line. Or if you insert /n in any string anywhere within either a single quote or double quote, /n is treated by special type of characters in Python interpreter. But if you do not want to consider /n as a new lines or any characters, then in that case you can use raw string. That is, any string prefixed by a small r is considered by raw string. Like in this example, if you write string in single quote, this is directory structure string and I am using for printing. In that case, the name is a directory name, but if you will print this on your interpreter, this will result in this format and this is not right. So in that case, you can use raw string. In that case, Python interpreter do not treat /n as a special, like for /n new line. So in that case, raw format of a string is used. Okay, so let's go to the editor and see codes for that. Like if you write a string for new line, the string equal to first line / second line, and if you print this str1, and the result will be separated by a line because this is treated as new line. The next important concept is string literal can be spanned in multiple lines. Suppose you have a long strings and that maybe take 3 or 4 lines. So in one line that is not possible to write your all strings. In that case, you can use your string literal and can span into multiple lines. Like in this example, given example, in print statement you can use 3 times single quote or double quotes. Within that, write your own string. You can print on interpreter. If you do not write anything in first line, and just if you hit enter and start your writing with these lines, then Python by default add /n in your string. In that case, an end of line are automatically included in the string in this example. And if you don't want to include /n, in that case you can use backslash. It's possible to prevent this by adding a slash at the end of the line, like double quotes or single quote, what maybe you prefer, and you can use backslash. And if you do not write anything in first line, this will fine. There is no /n or new line will be added in your strings, like first line, second line, third line, what number of line you want to include, and you can write. The string will be storing only with this line, not this line, because this is used for escaping these spaces or any lines. So see the results, though there is no any /n at the first position. So using triple quotes, either single quote or double quote, is fine. You can use this one. But if you want that the strings should store only from this line, first line, not this one, so in that case you can use \n, like this one, first line, second line. See, in this case there is no /n at first position. So in that case, backslash is used if you want to span your strings or string literal in multiple lines. Let's proceed with another concept in string, that is string concatenation. String concatenation is used to merge multiple strings in single string, either with variables or with string literal. In the given example, string 1 has py, string 2 has thun, and if you want to merge both string or concatenate both string, the result will be Python. And the next one is a string repetition. This concept sometimes is more important and sometimes more used. If you want to repeat your string multiple times in other programming language, you can do repetitions either with loop or any other special things, loop for printing repetitive strings. But in Python, with a string you can use asterisk symbol, and before asterisk symbol you can write your numbers. There is no matter, you can write this number before or after a string, this will be fine. If you write this as right, means string 1 and multiply 3, then the same result will be happen. So for string repetitions, asterisk symbol in Python is used, that is sometimes more useful. If there is more than one string in same line with single separated by space, and all the string in single quote or double quote, or either it's means it should be literal. In that case, all the string will be concatenated automatically. This feature is particularly used when you want to break long string, and if you want to this string add user prompt, and in that case you can use string literal, or then in that case you can use this concept. This only work with two literal not with variables or expressions. Like in this case, if you store prefix with string py, and if you want to add these both, means concatenate these two, then in this case invalid syntax error will be displayed by Python interpreter, because string concatenations with spaces only concatenate with string literal, not with variables. And also expressions is not used in concatenations, means for this concept only, not any others. If you write py times 3 and if you write python means thun, then this will be error, because expression means any value evaluated after executing that code within the parenthesis. So in this case also will be error. So only in this case your result is correct, but in this way, not with variables or expressions. But you can concatenate variables and a literal, but no two literal, and you can use plus symbol for concatenation either with expressions or numbers or variables. All these are fine. So this for today. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching, and let's see you in the next video.